My name is Caleb, and I'm 6 years old. I don't really know what love feels like. People say your parents are supposed to be your first home, but mine disappeared before I even learned how to say mom or dad clearly. My earliest memory is smoke, lots of smoke. I remember crying, coughing, and someone screaming. Our house caught fire. I don't know how. All I remember is being wrapped in a blanket and carried out by a fireman. I had burns on my arm and part of my face. It hurt so bad. But the worst pain came after, when I waited and nobody came for me. They told me my parents made it out. They survived. But they never came back. Not to the hospital. Not to say goodbye. Not ever. I used to ask the nurses, "Are they lost?" They would just look down. One day a nurse told me, "Sweetheart, sometimes people leave because they don't know how to stay." I didn't really understand. I just thought maybe I had done something wrong. Maybe they didn't want a burnt-up boy who cried too much. After I got better, they sent me to a shelter. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't home. There were too many kids and not enough hugs. I had one small bed, a blanket with a hole, and a little stuffed bear that smelled like smoke. I called him Benny. Every night I'd whisper to Benny, "Maybe tomorrow they'll come." But tomorrow never came, and neither did they. One morning, I found a dog digging through the trash outside the shelter. He was skinny, like me, and limped a little. I gave him the half piece of bread I had saved. He wagged his tail and didn't leave my side after that. I named him Max. We weren't supposed to have animals inside, but I snuck him in every night. He was my secret, my best friend. When I cried, he'd lick my cheek and lay his head on my lap. He didn't care about my scars. He didn't care that I was broken. He just stayed. I started singing to Max to help me fall asleep. Old lullabies or songs I made up. One day a volunteer at the shelter heard me. She said, "You have a beautiful voice." I thought she was joking. No one had ever told me that before. A few weeks later, she signed me up for a local talent audition. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just another place where grown-ups watch you and forget you. But I said yes because she smiled like she believed in me. She said I could bring Max too. I remember stepping onto that big bright stage. It was scary. My hands were shaking, and Max stood beside me, close like always. I held the microphone with both hands and tried to sing. I couldn't look at the crowd, so I looked at Max. I sang like I did every night, soft, quiet, full of dreams. When I finished, it was so quiet. I thought I had done something wrong. But then people stood up and clapped. Some were even crying. Later, one of the judges came backstage. She knelt beside me and asked if I was okay. I said, "I'm just happy someone stayed to listen." She gave me a long hug and whispered, "You're not invisible, Caleb. Now I live in a foster home. It's not perfect, but